do I look at it? What thing they do this guy? I'm supposed no, I'm supposed to be in front.
Paper is supposed to be in front of me. This guy pass passing this, I will report to him. Stand up.
And but as well, if you can't afford that, yes, you could split it across 3 installments, 500 naira each, and still get access to over 200 premium football content as regards Nigeria
Who would have hoped for more from that opportunity? Well, he had two men, chasing him. Was going to be difficult. He released quite early. Maybe just would have tried to see how he could go forward. Well, that was actually Chineme who made that attempt there. It was Chineme who tried that. Well, after all, it worked for him just last weekend at the Mobology Johnson Arena in that late equalizer against Remo Stars. And of course, we hear it was a very packed stadium. Well, it's 5,000 capacity here, but it's hardly packed. Probably except as a Southeast Derby, an Oriental Derby is what they call it, that has the sister club run by the same management, ABIA International. Well, it's often been said that ABIA are a privately owned club these days, but we're not so sure. Let's focus on the action on the pitch right now. Still keeping it in play, Emmanuel Solomon. Back now to Uzondo Harrison. Harrison looking for his man. It's headed out by Njoku. And he hits, of course, Olatunji Abdumalik. Abdumalik has two men on him. He frees it to Harrison. But Harrison is not so lucky. As, of course, Ezekiel hoping that Sonny Megwa would run for it, but eventually Megwa gets to sleep there. And it's IKORODU City on the beat again. Cleared out without wasting any time. James Faith. But it's headed back in. That's Megwa now. Try to see how he can balance it. And outstandingly wins a corner kick for ABIA Warriors to the delight of the fans and the bench right here. And so, corner kick. Ezekiel is over it. Of course, it's a scramble right there. Could it be in? No, it's out. And that's out for another corner kick. The scramble there. Emmanuel Ogbuagu almost thought that his efforts would be celebrated, but not yet. It was cleared away very nicely at that. The corner kick again for the home side, ABIA Warriors. There's Chinonso Chinemete, Salah Yusuf, Emmanuel Solomon, all hanging around, trying to see how they can get this one out. But of course, for the home side, Wilson Elu, Collins Nwaburike, all there as the referee sends a note of warning to all the players right there. Once again, Ezekiel sends it in. It's headed out by Uzondo Harrison. Ezekiel gets it back, gives his captain Njoku. Njoku hesitated a bit, and it's out for a throw-in to Oga Boys. Still trying to push, they are. Njoku, his partnership with Ezekiel, quite exciting. They really need to express some more understanding within themselves. Well, with each other, I would say. Well, that's it again. Ezekiel tries to maneuver around Alade Solomon, but the IKORODU City number 11 would have none of that. He wins a free kick for the visitors. James Faith sends it out. It's 2 against 1. 2 in. Isaac John heads it out. Sonny McGuire receives it. Is brought down. And that obviously is a free kick. It might be a serial warning to the culprits. But I guess the referee thinks it's too early in the game. And it wouldn't be that such a temperamental game just yet. But we all know when the adrenaline starts rushing even more in the second half, the referee would just be fondling with his pockets. Well, that pass eventually goes out of play, and it's a goal kick to IKORODU City. It's a push and a resultant free kick. Augustine Njoku has played almost every game this season, but obviously not more than Collins Nwoburike, who has definitely featured in all the 18 games so far this season. He has. That was a dangerous one there. Almost beating the offside track. Chinonso Chineme. And the fans were already looking and wondering what was happening and how the defenders let that man just slide through. Saved by the flag, it is. And eventually the whistle. Coach Imama Amakakabo has to stand up and wonder what happened to his defenders at that time. And so it's a turn of course, Ezekiel now to win his own free kick. But who would take it? Adejo is standing over it. Njoku as well. It looks like Ezekiel insists on taking this one. But Emmanuel Ogbogu also there, but Ezekiel, he won it. He will take it. Let's see how impactful that would be. Set, strike. Who gets ahead to it? Well, Collins gets ahead to it. But it goes inches wide of the posts. Still 1-0, ABIA Warriors lead. No chance to double that now because Oga boys are moving forward right now. Salah Yusuf. Yusuf makes a great turn in the midfield. Still bossing it, but Sunday McGuire comes to collect. But Alade Solomon is right there. The boys in black. Ojedoku Tosin. Would he fire from there? No way. Alade Solomon again. But this is finally and sweetly collected by Adejo. Adejo looking for Sunday McGuire, but it was intercepted there by Chukwuike Ohegbolam. Chukwuike, the most capped player of the side this season, has played 16 games for the Oga boys. He's seen there backing at his fellow defenders. Goes all the way back. Nenga Leonard. They would try again with the man, Chinonso. Chinonso had 2 men to beat. And it doesn't go his way. Looks like he's very furious at that. It's a throw-in for ABIA Warriors now. It's a clash. And that would go the way of the Oga boys. 38 minutes on the clock. The Oga boys with their bell. probably ringing and telling them it is about time, guys. Let's get this show started. Let's see how much the bell walks for them. Nice turn there. Alade Solomon swings it in. Someone's about to do a bicycle kick, but he kicks somebody instead. Referee says play on. It was Ezekiel who was brought down. Oh, there we go now. Nenga Leonard all the way to Ohando Harrison. Harrison makes it to Salel Yusuf. But unfortunately, the last man there, Emmanuel Solomon, couldn't keep it in play. It's now a throw in to the boys in red. John Sam Obu still in charge of this side as the chairman. We're used to hearing that name on the sidelines as a coach. AFCON under 20 winning coach in 2019. And a World Cup winning coach under 17, by the way, in 2017. That's where, for many, he burst into the limelight. We could talk a host of coaches who have made it count with the under 17 team. 2013 it was Manu Garba. 2015 it was Emmanuel Amunike. 2017 John Obu. It looks like everyone who touches the under 17 team, the Golden Eaglets of Nigeria, just goes out successful. Why is that? Nigeria are record winners of the under 17 World Cup, but we cannot say same of the next levels. Well, we can applaud Samson Siasia and his management of the Olympic team. 2008 got to the final. 2016 got to the semi-final as well and clinching bronze medal. The under 20 level, well, it was Samson Siasia again in the final in the Netherlands in 2005. But hey, everybody looks at how the younger cadre would flow into the most senior cadre, which is the Super Eagles. But whereas we have individual players who emerge, well, the Super Eagles, since maybe 2013, have not collectively come together to win a tournament. Well, they came close last year, or early this year, as you would say. And that's the story of another day. Let's quickly get back. That's a header which didn't go the right way because ABIA Warriors are back on the beat right now. Ayodele Ezekiel. His shot is blocked, it's deflected. I'm not sure if that's going to be a goal kick, but yes, it is a goal kick. It looks like it was the number 18 man who just miskicked that one. And the countdown continues. 3 minutes before the clock strikes 45. It looks like goalkeeper James Faith has a little sprain. The medics aren't called in yet. It's the, well, these one of the defenders there and the referee trying to do the medic walk. But we see that the fans of ABIA Warriors are so anxious to get this game going. And there, of course, goal kick taken by Uzondo Harrison. Salah Yusuf is dispossessed. And it's Anthony Joma. And who knows what could happen here. That header would have turned to something else. But
and who
all
knows
the same,
what could
Uzondo
happen
Harrison saves
That
the
header
back line from any sort of panic
would
there.
have turned to...
A corner kick is better than a goal. And so with 3 minutes of minimum added time, ABIA Warriors have a corner kick. It's taken quickly. Another header out, this time by Alade Solomon. Back-to-back corner kicks now. ABIA Warriors could fancy their chances here again. It's back to where it started now. Already 40 seconds of the 3 minutes gone. Still at the corner flag. Squared in now. What's there? It's punched out by the goalkeeper. The chase is on. And of course, it's kept in by Adejo, but it goes back out. Mekor. Isaac John. And it's a header. It's Mekor. The top goal scorer increasing his tally. If there was a man to score,
and it's a header.
It must have been the one called Sunday Mekor. 6 goals. Maybe not what he had expected as we reach the crescendo of the first half of the season, but he has an eye for goal. He is the original fox in the box for ABIA Warriors, and he has shown that here today. It is ABIA Warriors who lead the Oga Boys in IKORODU City by 2-0. A lovely and fine header there by Sunday Mekor. And so Coach Imama Amakakpabo can breathe easy. 3 minutes added time, well spent, but we're not done yet. IKORODU City still have an opportunity to show the stuff they have in this first 45. Will they play safe? It's a turn right there by Adewale Adebayo. Of course, Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik is dispossessed, but Emmanuel Solomon trying to get back the ball. A man goes down, the referee says play on. It's of course Oga Boys still running forward. They could have an opportunity for just one last action here. Chinonso Chineme couldn't get to it. It's frustration there at the left-hand side. It's left for a throw-in for ABIA Warriors. The referee looks at his watch, but he needs to see and attend to a man down. What a way to just calm the nerves of everyone. Well, he's back up. Collins Nwombreke. Present in every single game of the season so far. A towering figure of the back. And the referee would signal the end of the first 45 minutes of this match day 18 encounter at the Umuahia Township Stadium. The likely goal scorers have come to the party. And it must be told that ABIA Warriors kept their cool, kept pushing, even when they had scored the first goal. At the end of the day, it's a 2-0 lead they take going into the second half of this encounter. First goal scored by Anthony Joma. And then, of course, it was Sunday Mekor who put the nail maybe halfway in the coffin as we are halfway through in this encounter. Right here at the Umuahia Township Stadium, it is ABIA Warriors 2, IKORODU City 0. You're still listening to NPFL Live right here from the city of Umuahia. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. What a rush. All right, back and set to roll out in the second 45 minutes of this match day 18 encounter between ABIA Warriors and IKORODU City. It's 2-0 going into the second half. Anthony Ijoma de Souza with the first goal in the 10th minute before a very late goal in the latter stages of the second 45, especially in injury time. Added time, that is Sunday Megwar, the top goal scorer of the side with 6 goals to his name now. Given that insurance goal before Coach Imama Amakakpabo and his lads went to the dressing room. The Oga boys, IKORODU City, came into this game 6th on the table, obviously having a better record and scoring the most goals in the league so far, interestingly. But yet they were 6th on the table. That's some pretty piece of lessons for you in football. Well, they have not been able to keep the back line tight, and that's why they have considered 2 goals already in this first 45. Of course, this game is one of many other games that are going on live on NPFL Live. Right there in Remo Stars and Bayelsa United playing out a goalless draw. Enugu Rangers losing at home in Enugu to Shooting Stars, trailing at halftime. 1-0. The boys from Ibadan lead right now. It's also halftime in Lafia, where Nasarawa United lead Rivers United by 1-0. While the final game of the day is taking place in Ilorin, where Kwara United and Katsina United will face off. That's going to kick off in the next 25 minutes. Other games in the NPFL were played yesterday. Kano Pillars, Pipi Niger Tornadoes 2-1. Sunshine Stars were also 1-0 winners over El Kanemi Warriors, while Benden Insurance 1-0 against Lobby Stars, who are finding themselves in a very precarious situation. Tomorrow it will be the turn of Aqua United versus Hatland FC at the Gosulak Babi International Stadium in Uyo. While, of course, AML will play a rescheduled game against Plateau United. That takes place on Thursday. Interesting fixtures as we begin to wind down the year. And, of course, everyone looking at their place at the table. In our last coverage of a Rivers United game, well, Coach Finidi George said he hardly looks at the table. It's quite confusing because one day you're on top, the other day you are playing second fiddle. As it stands, though, it is Rivers United who are topping with 32 points, 1 point better than Remo Stars. Shooting Stars, by virtue of their away lead at the moment, looking at the live table, they are third. While Rangers, who trail, by the way, to the same Shooting Stars who are topping them, are 4th on the table. That's the way it looks at the moment. IKORODU City maintain their 6th position as we continue this live coverage. And the bottom of the table, Aqua United first from bottom, Plateau United, Lobby Stars, and Bendel Insurance in that order, 20th to 17th on the table. Time to get back to our feature match right here at Imahia Township Stadium. It's Imama Amakakpabo's boys up against Nuruddin Awero's boys, a.k.a. the Oga boys. And it is kickoff for the second 45. It's the boys in red who would kick it off again, and now they are on the front foot. Well, trying to get on it as the ball was stopped there, just around the box. The Oga boys trying to ensure that the hosts do not take them by storm like they did in the first 45 minutes. So, of course, Paul Sampson was to receive that one, but it falls to Alade Solomon. Alade Solomon, one of the Solomons who are on the pitch. The other one, Emmanuel, is a top goal scorer so far with 4 goals out of the 23 that the Oga boys have scored so far. And Awenere is also on 4 goals. So it's a tough one for them. There goes Megwar now, the goal scorer. Had to contest that one with Nenga Leonard, the towering defender there at the back for IKORODU City. Oga Boys. That's a sweet name to call. But obviously, it will be sweeter if, for the fans especially, who might be watching NPFL live, well, that's the only place that they're going to get the action live. Follow your teams everywhere they go by subscribing to NPFL Live. All right? And you get to find out what they are doing as we walk towards bettering the coverage of this innovation in Nigerian football. We never used to have this, having more than 3 games, in a weekend. Even when the TV coverage came on board, it wasn't more than 3 games, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as it were. But right now you can catch as many games simply by logging on to NPFL Live and paying a very simple and very cheap subscription fees. Do that and get yourself prepared for the second half of the season. Play has been stopped momentarily. There's medical attention needed for an ABIA Warriors player. Of course, Jonoa stands over it. Looks like it's Wilson. Actually, it's a captain, Augustine Njoku. Almost seems like he might play no more part because he walks off the line there. All right, to get some water, obviously. So it's been very pivotal to them right there on the right wing. Captain Njoku partnering very well with Ezekiel. But while that is going down, and now while the captain of ABIA Warriors is preparing to make his way back, Coach Aweroro will be introducing jersey number 15, a man who's also featured a number of times for the Oga Boys. Cole Ayomide has replaced Chinonso Chineme. It looks like Chinemez didn't bring his scoring boots today, and so he will play no more part in this encounter. It's a like for like substitution there. Jonogua wins ABIA Warriors a throw-in. Isaac John finding Paul Sampson. Another throw-in. The Warriors. A lovely header there. Jonogua Adejo, that's Megwar trying to do what he knows how to do best, but the referee's whistle would not allow him. It's a man who's down. Ozondu Harrison of IKORODU City seemed to be the victim of a little challenge there. Nothing too hard, as the referee just orders the free kick to be taken very quickly. Of course, the Oga Boys should be the ones in a haste to get the game restarted. They're on the back foot, and surely we want to see what they can do. And that's why that's quickly taken after a free kick awarded for Sunday Megwal's handball. Here they go now. Jersey number 21, Adewale Adebanjo. Adebayo sweats it in. Sharp. Uzoigwe was sharply there to avert any issues. A goal kick. That's a power of a shot. Very powerful. Stopped by the boys in black. There's a push there. The referee says play on. And so at the other end is Emmanuel Solomon chasing. IKORODU City would still have the advantage in a throw-in now. Ezekiel chases. Of course, Uzondo Harrison. Harrison again. Just looking to find out Eddie Solomon, who couldn't get to it. But Collins Nwobrike would feel that it's better to take it out and allow the number 11 man for IKORODU City to come any inch close to it. And so it's a corner kick for the visitors. It's swung in by Uzondo. Scrapes off the many man. Sent in again now. It's headed out. Nicely done by Abdul Malik to send it in, but it is Emmanuel Nwobrike once again. A man who has played every single game. And we hear also that there's another player who's also done that. It looks like Ochebulam Chibuike has also been involved in almost every game. So that centre-back pairing for ABIA Warriors has been working so much. Well, the only problem is that they are still 12th on the table. Sharp collects it. Sends it out. And so, for the right now. Let's see what Ezekiel does with it. It's collected. Tries to claim it back. Nice defending. Chibuike Ohiebulam for IKORODU City did it quite nicely. But of course, it's the Emmanuel Ogbagu, who is the centre-back pairing for with Collins Nwobrike. That's a lovely turn there by ABIA Warriors. It's number 10, Uzondo Harrison, but he was brought down right after that. Well, it's not funny, but characteristics of Nigerian players, you don't get to show those sort of skills and go scot-free. So, well, the culprit didn't go scot-free. Jersey number 19, Emmanuel Solomon, is the one who brought down Paul Sampson. Paul Sampson still screaming in pain. And so while Njoku tries to protest that one, the referee also issues him a yellow card for dissent. Well, the teammates are trying to calm him down. Well, it's certainly not easy trying to superintend over your players. Well, Paul receiving medical attention right now, and well, in what looked like a little chip, it looks like the young man is just limping a bit. Coach Imama Makakpabo is concerned about that. The young man is limping off, as instructed by the center referee. He would go off first and then return. Well, that definitely is a spot for a free kick to the Warriors. 2-0 the scoreline, in case you're just joining us. No goal to report in the second 45. Well, we have seen yellow cards flying left, right, and center. 2 of them coming just in the last 2 minutes. And so the free kick about to be taken. Captain Njoku stands over it. There's also Ojonogwa Adejo He definitely is one of the goal poachers of this side. 4 assists and 4 goals. That's not a player to joke with, eh? When he has the intention of taking a free kick, you cut him some slack. Well, a lot going on there, a lot of talking going on. The referee is reaching to his pocket again. It looks like he's giving a warning to especially the boys in red who were furious about the yellow card given issued to their captain. Play still being stopped momentarily. .57 minutes on the clock, and it's a shot there from Emmanuel Okpaku. Well, he left it for Jonua Adejo, who fires a weak one. Floats right into the hands of goalkeeper James Faith. And Joko in battle royale there. Well, then not anything so harmful. Lovely crisscross affair. 1-2 by the ABIA Words players. Sonny McGraw needs to get there faster than Adewale Adebayo, who clears it out. Scared of what an on-rushing Paul Sampson would do if he gets near it. What a moment there for ABIA Warriors. It looked like McGraw was already breaking free, but he would have to wait for another opportunity there. It's a throw-in now to the Oga boys. Adewale Adebayo. Now, of course, chasing is Alade Sam Solomon. Solomon Alade beats one, tries to beat two, but doesn't get to it. Here's ABIA Warriors with Paul Sampson rushing, but the ball was too far for him. There they go now. Wilson Elu is finding McGraw. McGraw somehow gets past his man, but he would be grateful that maybe not so grateful, would have been looking for that corner kick instead of his opposite number getting it. Throw in, quickly taken. Adejo finding Collins. Kept it in place somehow. Bits his man again and again. Still trying to just maintain possession. Somehow the guy does it. Paul Sampson squares it out, but it's blocked there. Not what the fans and coach Imama would have expected from Isaac John. Just firing with his left foot there. Didn't have a steady approach to it. You can trust Imama to back out at the dreadlocked number 33. Been an integral part of the side. He's played about 10 games already this season, out of the 17 started, that is. Adejo finding McGraw. McGraw, he beats a man. That's why he's who he is. Tries to score. Decided not to be selfish. Found Anthony D'Souza, but that one hesitated just a bit. There's a handball. Referee will look the other way. Interesting. There they go again. It's Isaac John. Does he have what it takes to make up from the last time? McGraw is there, and Joko is there as well. He would find his opponent, and it's a shot. Ezekiel was the last man to bury that. But the Stees and composure was lacking in that. Lovely pressure from the angle of ABIA Warriors. Unnecessary pressure. If you are an IKORODU City fan, to have your host dangling in front of your goalpost for over 1 minute, that's definitely something to pressurize you. Well, they're free now. Chibuike finding Alade Solomon. Solomon quickly calls the ball. Needs it. Adewale Adebayo gets a throw in. Tosin was there. Kept in play nicely by Collins. There's IKORODU City now. And they have Wilson Elu running around the rings. There is the man. Well, couldn't keep it in play. Emmanuel Solomon. Corner kick for the visitors. Swung in by Solomon. Punched out by Sharp. Received at the other end by Olatunji Abdulmalik, who would take the throw in. Finds Chibuike. The referee notices an infringement there. It looks like an offside. And it is back to ABIA Warriors. Still 2-0 the scoreline. We have passed the hour mark here in Umuahia. The home side would have no issues. They're still leading. But this is football. Anything can happen. Very well controlled there by Ezekiel. I did say in the first half, of course, the 22-year-old is everywhere. Oops. Okay. There's some drama going down there. A yellow card has been issued to Ezekiel, who came head-to-head with Uzondo Harrison. Harrison falling there. Wow. Well, it's still a matter why he went so close to his opponent, and we all know how these things work. Even though you don't have a very hard contact on your opponent, there's every likelihood that he could capitalize on you being close to him. So, lucky for him, his first yellow card. Well, he's been told not to try that again. Well, it looks like he charged back because there was an infringement on him and the referee didn't see. Well, in that case, you should look towards the referee and not go out to retaliate. That's why football has rules, or else this gentleman will be boxing themselves on the pitch. Rules have been modified over years. I'm just imagining what happened in the early years where the cards weren't introduced and there were no offside rules. You know, you see a cluster of players come together, try to struggle a ball. Whoever wins takes it away. The referee doesn't, he just says play on. And if you get an elbow to the face, it's your business. It's the survival of the fittest back in the day. 1940s, thereabout. And even earlier than that, obviously. But for Nigeria, the Nigerian Football Federation was established in the 1940s. Well, that's still a debate, though, because Kunle Sholaja, who is one of the foremost football and sports journalists, and he calls himself a football librarian, insists that the NFF was founded about 10 years before it was officially published. Said to be founded in 1947. But I'm wondering which Nigerians actually played football in the 1930s. Well, that was still under colonial rule. And so there must have been a little bit of kick and follow, as it were. Well, that's not what ABIA Warriors are doing right now. They're trying to ensure they find their man. Collins, it's intercepted. Oga Boys moving forward right now. Alade Solomon. And so, Emmanuel Solomon, top goal scorer, trying to beat his man. He takes it all the way back to Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik looking for Adewale Adebayo. He wasn't fast enough to get to it. And it goes out for another goal kick to the Warriors. Still going all out there, despite of the 2-0 lead. As long as the coach is standing on his feet, you know there was no rest for the players. Sharp takes a sharp one out. Oga Boys would try again to see how they can break the defense. Adebayo just floated it in, hoping that Cole Ayomide, a new boy in the block who replaced Chinonso Chineme, would do the needful. Well, didn't see a frown on Chinonso's face when he was coming off. Maybe must have picked a knock or something, but that's the man who was relied on to level scores in their last game. Well, Cole has hardly had any contribution to this game so far, as he sits deep and well defended and covered by Collins Wobureke, the last man standing at the back for ABIA Warriors. Defensive work being done nicely for the Warriors, but the Oga Boys will keep pressing. It will be another corner kick to the visitors, one that they would hope to make good use of. Their captain Walu Ojetoye is known for contributing to set pieces. Well, he should be on right now with the Super Eagles. We're going to check that out. But what comes of this one? It's a scramble in front. It's cleared out by the centre-back pair in there. And it's time for ABIA Warriors. Anthony Joma De Souza. His passes intercepted there. Now it's a turn of Emmanuel Solomon. Was looking for Cole. Cole still keeps it in play, but there are lots of red shirts already. What will they do now? It's blocked, and we might be going for yet another corner kick now. It was Ojonagwa Adejo who ensured that Cole's pass did not get past him. It's a throw-in. "17 minutes on the clock, 20 more minutes to see how this all ends." It's a shot! And it just scrapes the upright there. A nice try anyway by, of course, Nenge Leonard, all the way from the back, tries his luck in front, but he will retreat to his office now. But one man is about to take over another one's office. Here's Emmanuel Onu. He will be replacing the workaholic Ayodele Ezekiel. Onu, number 7 shirt in his third season for the club. This time we'll be hoping that they could get to some level, though. Interestingly, ABIA Warriors got to a considerable level in the FA Cup last season, played in the final, and they had even composed songs. They had printed their shirts. Of course, you know, that's necessary. If you play in the final, anyone could win it. They played against ASN Warriors. It was almost like, of course, ABIA would do the winning, but it's the superior warrior who won. 2 warriors on the pitch, only one had to win. ASN Warriors won that one, surprisingly. Well, maybe not too many who knew the prowess of Ali Zubeiru, the coach of the side, who eventually was named the under-20 coach of Nigeria. So it's a reward for hard work. The flag is up already, and the bench is wondering why Paul Siamson is flagged offside. If only we had VAR. Let's hope it's not when the rest of the world is used and accustomed to it. That's when we start having to look at VAR. Sunday Megor try to get past his man there, Nenge Leonard, but it's the towering defender who gets the better of it. Still 2-0 for the home side as we approach the 75th minute mark right there at the Umahia Stadium. Both teams 6 places apart coming into this encounter. Well, referee says play on. It's advantage. Salih Yusuf. Well, it's a late call by the referee. It was Emmanuel Solomon who was brought down, but he had already pointed that the game should go on. And that late call also gives a late booking as well. Isaac John gets into the referee's book for bringing down Emmanuel Solomon, IKORODU City's top goal scorer. Free kick is taken. What they do with it, Abdul Malik. IKORODU City is still dangling in front there. That's Cole. It's cleared out by the recipient of the booking earlier on. Isaac Collins flags up. And obviously that's against the Oga boys. It's getting hot in the technical area, as it looks like officials from both benches are having a war of words. It's good it stays that way. Isaac John. Anthony De Souza Ijoma. That's Cole now. He has, of course, Emmanuel Ogwagu to contend with. Sharp. Back to Sharp now from Emmanuel Ogwagu. Sunday Megor can get there early. No, he can't. James Faith got there before him. And so it's end to end, from one end to the other. So, a goal kick to IKORODU City. The clock secondly ticking on them. Emmanuel Solomon goes down. Not sure from which challenge, but he remains down. Ooh. That was quite rash. Chukwueke Oyegbulam was trying to struggle with the ball, with Anthony De Souza, but at the end of the day, it's the fittest who stood standing. Play is stopped momentarily to attend to Emmanuel Solomon. Well, again, it's a bit of... Well, I just do hope that the referee has this in control. It's a forced water break right now. Emmanuel Solomon limping off. Here's the reason the game was stopped, but there are other things that are happening here. And obviously, some people will get in the referee's book. Like, of course, jersey number 26, Collins Oburike. The ever-consistent man. He's finding himself a little restricted now with that yellow card. Clock continues to tick. Play still not started. Play hasn't resumed. Paul Sampson. And of course, Chibuike. Not being the best of friends. Headed back by Anthony. Onu. And Joko takes it back to Emmanuel Ogwago. And of course, it's Adejo now. And so what can Anthony do with this? It's intercepted and it's a corner kick to the Warriors. Another opportunity to extend the lead, or another one to start a counter-attack from the visitors. Corner kick taken now. The ball falls right there. Sunday Megwo decided to do an overhead kick. Bicycle kick, but wasn't well positioned. Probably had some time to turn, but that didn't come out well for him. So it's another chance gone begging by ABIA Warriors. As we approach the 80th minute mark, the Oga boys would have a substitution now. Jersey number 39, Ezekiel Samuel is about to come on. Ezekiel Samuel about to come on right now. And Emmanuel Solomon is done with this encounter today. He was, of course, the man who showed some pains just some minutes ago. We'll see how this goes. Ezekiel Samuel played about 5 games already this season. Well started, but mostly been coming from the bench. Just as he did in the last game against Remo Stars. A collision there as Sharp quickly comes out to save ABIA Warriors. But it looks like he caught the foot of some. Of course, Oyedokun Tosin. Well, the referee would have none on that. The referee has even been tired of dishing out his yellow cards. Resorted to warnings now. And all the players already on the book to already know that it could be very disastrous for them once they get into the book already. Again, that is now Shetty. Jersey number 27, Shetty for ABIA Warriors prepares to get on. Kenneth Shetty, 23 years of age. Joined ABIA Warriors this season. Oga boys. Ohed Bolam. All the way to the left. Salau. Tosin was the last man there, but unfortunately, Sharp was sharper than him. And that goes Paul Sampson. There was an outstretched arm there by James Faith, but it didn't get to it. Sampson was one-on-one, but pulled the trigger too early, and the aim wasn't precise. Scoreline remains the same. Paul Sampson is not increasing it. And certainly, Anthony D'Souza will not increase it as well because it's his last piece of action. And replacing him is Kenneth Shetty, who would also do the work of orchestrating the midfield and ensuring that the Oga boys are nowhere near the very dangerous area of ABIA Warriors. Inside the final 10 minutes. I haven't had the IKORODU City bell ring. It looks like the bell ringer is tired now. That's your traditional bell. Anytime it rings, the players, we see them trying to hurry up. So let's see about that. Played out by James. Paul Sampson tries to steady it, but Oga boys will collect again. Adewale Adebayo. Paul again. Looking for Shetty. Shetty, the substitute, does a great walk in collecting it. But it's dispossessed again. Olatunji Abdul Malik finding Alade Solomon. Alade goes down on a challenge. Comes from Isaac John, who's already been on in the referee's books. You notice how he got up and jogged away from the scene of the crime. Not leaving the referee with any thoughts whatsoever to remember he's already on a yellow. Salau Yusuf swings in a free kick. It's headed out by someone in red. There goes Shetty now, looking for Magua. But it stopped. The boys in black still trying. That's Cole. Cole, the substitute, fires. And he had to take Sharp to collect that one twice. Here they go again now. Here's Emmanuel Onu. Onu on the right-hand side. Just looking around for his man. Was trying to get Paul Sampson. who eventually gets to the ball. He has some help now from Isaac John. John also there as well. He's not offside. Sunday McGraw is just around there. Can he get his foot to it? He does, but it goes wide. A moment of hesitation from him, but eventually got that opening, but didn't get to hit the bullseye. ABIA Warriors still looking for that insurance goal. IKORODU City hoping they could get something as well from this one. Can they score 2 goals inside 5 minutes? It's happened in football before, but that would be after the referee takes a look at that infringement. That has gotten a man struggling there. He consults his assistant. Of course, decides that there is little or no harm done to him. And obviously, that should be Wilson Elu. Who is up now? Wilson is up and action continues. A throw-in already taken by Oga Boys. Oh. It goes to naught as it ends up in the hands of Isaac John for a throw-in. Kenneth Shetty chases on. It is back to where it came from. Another throw-in to be executed by Isaac John for ABIA Warriors. Shetty doesn't get there. While he received the ball at this point, it's dispossessed again. Adejo had 2 men to beat. Almost successfully did that. Cole is rushing back in a challenge there with Emmanuel Onu. Adejo now. That was Shetty. Flag was up, and so that bazooka of a shot wouldn't count. And it was no near where the radius of course, the length of that post. Clock is ticking. Ezekiel Samuel was the man. The substitute, of course, who came in for. That should be coming in for Emmanuel Solomon. It was Cole Ayorande who came in for Chinonso Chineme. Of course, some bit of pressure there, but not something that the Warriors cannot withstand. Soaking up the pressure, sending it out. Oga Boys trying one last time. Maybe second to the last time. Alade Solomon chases, keeps it in play. Isaac John defends well, but it looks like the ball had crossed the line, and so it's going to be a corner kick for the visitors. Any opportunity like this, obviously, very, very important. Well, as it stands, ABIA Warriors have moved slightly up the table to 10th. They came into this game 12th on the table. Corner kick taken now. A header is there. Cole was waiting, but the defenders of ABIA Warriors wouldn't allow you wait. Paul Sampson trying to keep it in play. There's their number 10, Uzondo Harrison. Swings it into the 18. It's cleared out. First by Collins, and then, of course, by Isaac John. But the ball falls back to the feet of our boys. Chupuike sending it all the way to Nenga Leonard. Leonard definitely has had his black jersey very dirty. You know what it means to notice a lot of dirt on a black jersey. Oh, man. Sent in up to Malik. It could be a goal, but it's a lovely, lovely save by Shap Ukoegwe. Ezekiel Samuel trying to do what he was brought in for just minutes ago. But despite his height, he still managed, talking about Shap Ukoegwe, managed to get the better of someone who was that taller than him, rising so high and keeping ABIA Warriors, sparing them of any sort of grumble as they hope to keep a clean sheet now. Well, Remo Stars on top of the table as the referee blows the final whistle. It is all over here at the Umuahia Township Stadium. The home side reigns supreme. Indeed, bouncing back from their 3-0 loss to El Kanemi last weekend. What a way to get back in the game. They are now mid-table. ABIA Warriors, pending the conclusion of other results. IKORODU City remains 6th on the table, but they have definitely considered 2 away. Hopefully, Coach Nuruddin would go look at what's going down with his team. But it's been a very exciting game so far from start to finish. 2 goals coming in the first 45 minutes. Of course, coming from the boots of Anthony Ijama de Souza in the 10th minute. And then in added time in the first 45, it was a man who knows how to score. Sunday Megwo hitting his 6th goal of the season. And that came with a lot of celebrations, no doubt. For Dejo Ogonogwa, he definitely was very pivotal right there in the middle. We also saw very great runs from the likes of Ayodele Ezekiel, who was eventually substituted. Paul Sampson had his time, but unfortunately, it was just not his day. And shout out to the captain of ABIA Warriors, Augustine Njoko, playing a full 90 minutes plus 4 of this encounter, leading by example. While some of the players got into the referee's book, it became a very cautious game. But all the same, they stood tall and they overcame IKORODU City, whose goalkeeper James Fate did have his time to make a number of saves, but those two definitely he was not able to, of course, overcome. Uzondo Harrison was pivotal for them as well, ensuring that he breaks play in the center, but that was not enough as well. Emmanuel Solomon, their top goal scorer, eventually substituted for Ezekiel Samuel, while Kola Yorinde, who came in for Chinonso Chideme, could not really get his rhythm on in this game. Well, it has finished here in a very calm and windy evening in Umuahia, where Hamatan is threatening supreme. ABIA Warriors 2, IKORODU City 0. We'll catch you on match day 19 of the Nigerian Premier Football League, and that would mark halfway into the league before we go for a break. My name is George Iniabasi. ASN, you could call me the Mighty George, and it's been a pleasure doing this on behalf of NPFL Live, of course, featuring Propel Sports and African Sports. Thank you on behalf of the group. Good night. God bless. What a rush.